Hello, everybody, and welcome to Almost Arnold Palmer, the talk show podcast. I was trying to spice it up a little. That worked well.
No, it didn't.
Don't give me that look. Don't give me that fucking look.
It didn't work well. But that's okay.
Fine, you do it. You do a better job.
Okay, okay, I will. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna do a little spin.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
You even
working. It's working great for you right now.
you
You
didn't even
went right into that intro, and you're crushing it.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Almost Arnold Palmer. I said it faster than Chase because I am faster than Chase. This is
First of
a
all, no, you're
half
not.
half gossip, half almost lemonade podcast. Um,
Also,
and
it's
today,
half tea, not gossip, because
same difference.
if you pour gossip into lemonade, that doesn't fucking make anything. It's just lemonade. You have to pour tea into it to make an
I'm
Arnold.
sorry that you've never had good enough gossip that you could actually pour it into lemonade. But I have had lemonade with gossip in it.
What's the
Incredible.
consistency of gossip like? What does it taste like?
Depends on the gossip. Usually it's thick though.
We got some thick tea for you tonight, guys. Is it is it almost salty and
A little bit, yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it tastes like battery acid, but that's usually
Yeah, there we go, there we go.
Mhm. Mhm.
What were we doing today? This was your idea. We talked about this in the last podcast episode. So if you watch that, you know what's happening. If
We
you,
did.
yeah,
Did we? I'm gonna be so level with you guys.
it's been a few weeks.
It's been like a month at least since we filmed the last podcast episode. But we got around to it eventually. In
We
the
got back.
meantime, just to update you all, because I know you guys care deeply about our lives, as you should, because you're here for the tea and we are here to serve. Um,
Great.
I went to Italy, I turned 21, and I also got a boyfriend
Let's
who
go.
made an appearance in one of the episodes.
Yeah, if you watch back our Hinge episode, that's the full update. That's the
Mhm.
update on
Mhm.
Hinge, how it worked out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Full circle, baby. Full
full
circle.
fucking circle.
hmm hmm
We're making story arcs on here.
Hell yeah, we are. I'm doing it for you. I'm kidding. I'm doing it for me. He's very cute.
Yeah, that's good.
hmm
Good.
Thank you.
Happy for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Chase, any updates for you before we
Um,
get to our episode?
I 2 days ago was at a improv festival hosted by Almost Lemonade member Derek. Me and Derek, we got to improvise for a full day. We got to come up with a set list with a bunch of random people, do 10 minutes. We're the cleanup crew. I dressed up as a trash bag. Let me pull up the picture for you
Didn't take that much dressing up.
beautiful people. Well, it was a costume. I'm not sure dressing up is the thing. We were called the cleanup,
That wasn't the joke.
and I was a trash bag.
It's blurring the back of
Yeah,
your
but it's still working. It's still working well enough.
hmm
So I was a trash bag. I wore short shorts that I took from Derek. I put Derek's pants on. What can I say? I got in his pants, and they're short shorts.
Does
They're
his girlfriend know?
huh?
What?
What? Anyways, I got on his short shorts, and then rolled them into the trash bag, and then was shirtless under it. But I was wearing clothes still. I wore that for 3 hours, and I realized 30 minutes into it that I could not pee because it was two trash bags, and the bottom trash bag was taped all around my body so it would stay up and not fall down. Um, and so I was not allowed to pee unless I had to retape the entire thing, which was not a possibility when the person that would retape it would be the host of the entire festival. So, but it was so much fun. Fucking loved it. I got more special guests for more of our podcasts. So yeah, we love improv festivals and we love Derek. He did a great job. Shout out to my boy, Derek.
Shout out Derek, for real.
Shout out, Derek.
Shout out Derek.
Yep.
Hmm.
I wore a trash bag proving that men are trash. That's the
And
yeah. Thank you. That joke landed well.
actually, I think the only thing that approves is that you're trash. Because, like, you were the only one in the trash bag, right?
Yeah. Yeah, people made me painfully aware of that. Somebody that I've never met before there was like, I was talking to somebody and they were kind of a part of the conversation. Like my friend called me over and I said hi to them and they were standing there next to them. They go, is this a representation of, is this an accurate representation of who you are as a person? And I said, yes, very much so. And she was
That's a
like, all
fun
right,
one.
that's great. I love that for you. And I was like, is that a compliment or is that,
Hmm.
what is that? But I took it as a compliment. And she smiled when she said it. So,
It's a compliment.
yeah,
If she
that's the
was
only
kind of nice while she
explanation.
said it, it's a compliment.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't like, oh, okay, that explains a lot. So, we out here making friends in trash bags. As
Hmm.
but that's not what we're here to talk about today. What we're here to talk about today is hear me out. Ella, this was your idea. Do you want to explain what we're going to do here a little bit? For those of you who
Sure.
don't know that what hear me out is.
So most of you are probably familiar with the Hear Me Out trend, which is usually like a Hear Me Out cake where you print out pictures of your your Hear Me Outs, right? So characters where you're like, Hear me out, smash,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
We, unfortunately, Chase is in Ohio. I am in North Carolina. We can't really do a Hear Me Out cake, so we have compiled slideshows.
Yes.
How many do you have, Chase?
14 slides?
Okay, I think I have about 15.
Okay.
So same page, same page.
Yeah, I just
Um,
hit add new slide until it was like I just randomly pressed it, and however many it got is however many I filled in. I think it was like
okay,
15 or 15.
okay, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have made Hear Me Out slideshows for you all.
Mhm.
Um, I kind of organized mine. I don't know if Chase organized his. Mine starts tame and I think gets deranged.
I
Um,
spent 25 minutes working on the order of my slideshow.
wow.
So,
Order alone.
yeah,
Wow. Okay. I think I spent probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours on mine total. So
I,
we'll see.
I spent a lot of time on mine. I
Okay.
had to do some careful thinking.
Okay. Okay. I think that I'm the one that's going to be going first.
Yep, yep.
Okay. Can I share my screen? I
Uh,
cannot. I will give whatever reasoning is expected of me, at least from Chase, because I can't hear all of you.
I'll ask question. We can, for both of us, we can
Mhm.
fully ask questions, fully interview, fully break down, like, get the full story.
Or you can just be like, I get it.
Yeah,
And then we'll move on. And then it won't really be a hear me out.
yeah.
But this is my beautiful, beautiful presentation. Hear me out with Ellis Spaulding.
Beautiful, beautiful
I don't
back.
really need to introduce myself. You guys
Um,
know me at this point.
you're really hammering home the middle school angst with this
Thank
choice of
you. Thank you. Big, big, like, first crush ever vibes.
yeah, very much. I think the first hear me out to defend is the background.
There's nothing there to defend because it's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
The
All right.
colors, the vibes, immaculate, sparkly hearts all over the place. This is exactly the vibe that I want when I'm talking about my hear me outs. That's
I
how I
also say
feel.
this, like the majority of people that are watching this aren't already a little.
Yeah, like let's be so for real right now. Our viewer population, not very straight.
If you're watching us, chances are
Hmm.
I'm
And
the
if not,
straightest man that you hear.
if you do think that you're straight, it's a matter of time.
Then you're really asexual. Like you're still straight, but you're a little, you're like me.
Hmm.
You're like diet straight. All right.
You have pink hair. Anyways, my first, hear me out, starting tame. Hello?
What?
Hold on.
There.
Tadashi from Big Hero 6.
Okay.
I don't think it's really much of a hear me out. I think
It's
he's
not.
beautiful. He's very kind. He's an engineer. He has incredible cardigan game. Big, like, older brother energy. Ran into a burning building to, like, save his professor. Okay?
Mhm.
A hero.
Yeah. I
A
mean,
sexy hero with that.
I understand this one.
Hmm.
A kind man is always good.
Hmm.
Engineer gets the money, and he has a style that's like very like gentle, you know? Like that's the words I'm looking like like safe man energy.
Big safe man energy. We love safe man energy.
Love it so much.
Hmm. Okay, next one. The hot lady fish from Shark Tales. Again,
This
not
is one hell of a jump on the spectrum. Holy shit. Yeah.
again, I don't think this is much of a hear me out though. They made her so sexy and on purpose. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the eyelids. Look at the eyes. She knows what she's doing. The animators knew what they were doing. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah.
Literally, this is from like clips on like YouTube shorts that I was like, I'm in love with this fish.
I have never seen this fish before in my life.
Tell me that like you wouldn't though.
I wouldn't.
What? Well,
No.
okay.
Not just because I'm asexual.
Okay.
Right? Like I'm asexual. There none of these people I'm gonna be horny for. Like that, that's
Well,
how.
obviously.
But like there are some people that I look at and I'm like, I wouldn't fuck you, but like if you asked me, I'd say yes. You know?
Okay. Hmm.
Type thing where it's like, I mean, you're just objectively.
For
I
sure.
I
Her.
don't I don't see it.
Okay. But she's so she's so shiny.
If you want Ella to like you, all you have to do is be shiny. Go.
And be kind. Be shiny and be kind.
Well, you don't know because you haven't seen the movie. You don't know if she's kind. This is fully a appearance aesthetic crush. This has nothing to do with a personality because you don't know her personality.
I was trying to
This
tie in my
fish,
first hear me out. Thank you. I was trying to tie in my first hear me out with this one. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking about her,
what you are saying is that you saw a picture and this fish thirst trapped you.
yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Okay, next one. The Deer Prince from Bambi.
Okay, see this already. If you're going mostly, you need to reorder the slides if we're going from.
This isn't terribly deranged.
No, this one, like,
Oh, this one is less deranged than the last one.
yes.
Okay. See, that's really interesting because the one woman that I've put on here so far, you've been like, she's not been attractive. And the two men, you've been like, I get it.
I didn't say I get it
Smash.
because
Smash.
fully this is a deer. There's not a lot of human qualities about it, but I think seeing the human qualities on the fish is what was the deranged part of it.
What? Wait, what do you mean?
I don't, this might just be me being asexual. It genuinely, it probably is. That's probably a really big part of it. This just looks like the fish looked like a art project that like was clobbered together for like middle school,
Hmm.
but like by a teenage boy that like is like I made a fisher lady.
Yeah, and you know what? They made her right.
Okay. This is just a picture of an animated deer, but it's less disturbing to me.
Okay. hmm He's very majestic.
Well, yeah, that he has like a regal, like this seems like a
Yeah.
gentle creature.
hmm
I still don't want an animal to fuck me, but
No, well, not all of these are like inherently sexual.
I know.
They've just got the undertones.
From what I've heard, that's a common thing for people. So
hmm
I also don't have celebrity crushes in any real way or movie
Mm,
crushes. So that's fully an asexual thing.
couldn't be me.
Yeah,
I've got like three.
fair, fair.
Mhm. Next one. Unless we want to talk more about the Deer Prince from Bambi,
I've
but
said my piece. It's a
cool.
deer.
It is a deer. The hot leopard from Kung Fu Panda.
Okay, this one makes more sense to me.
Then the fish?
Yes.
How?
First of all, this looks familiar to a human.
He's
It's
kind of built.
yeah, built like this seems like uh, is the
Like,
leopard
this
a
is
male or a female?
turning.
I don't know.
I feel like this is turning into you criticizing like animation styles.
No, well, the first one, yes. The first one, absolutely. And we're only basing it off of the animation styles.
You got to think about the character as a whole, though.
Well, you didn't know the fish's character. That was the whole point of
WHWHOLE.
the fucking thing.
I just want to be
You
so
got
clear.
thirst trapped by it. It was not a personality hire in the slightest. You said you didn't watch the movie.
See clips on YouTube Shorts, and she's very sexy.
I just don't see it.
It's okay, we'll pull up YouTube in a second.
I I don't know. This looks
I
like
don't know what her name is. I'm gonna be so so level with you.
fair, fair. I would say this one makes more sense to me
hmm
because there's humanoid features. It looks like a character. Um, I don't know. This looks like someone that I would like. Well, first of all, they look like an asshole. I know I've seen the movie before, but I forget.
He is the villain of the first movie.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I forget. Like I don't remember a lot of it. It's been so long. I watched it when it came out, and I haven't seen it since.
hmm
But like he does look like an asshole,
hmm
but like I could also see it being like oh, well, I could fix him.
That might be a little bit of an undercurrent.
Okay.
Just like, not like I could fix him, but like, you know what? If they did beat me up, they'd look really pretty while they beat me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. There's I don't know. The more I look at like the mouth, the more I get like the I think from the back, yeah, or from like a side profile, I could see it.
Okay, that's valid. He's got kind of a mean face, but
Yeah, it's very much like
I was more looking at his body. I'm not gonna...
fair, fair.
Next one. She's good though.
Yeah,
And she's
that's
voiced by Angelina Jolie.
yeah. That is a that I guess that's a better fit. Like
She could beat me up, and
yeah,
I would thank her. But also, she like wouldn't unnecessarily.
yeah, I get that. I
Mhm.
get that.
Yeah.
This one is number two on my list of makes the most sense.
Okay. Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah.
Any analysis to add here?
I mean, I can kind of like got like a little bit like the chubby cheeks,
Mm-hmm.
like intense eyes.
Mm-hmm.
This is also clearly an action fight like thing, so I can see like
Mm-hmm.
the like
You know she'd have muscles.
yeah.
Muscle mommy, if
Yeah.
you will.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
As an athlete, I can respect that.
For sure.
Yeah.
As someone with no muscles, I respect it.
So yeah,
Okay.
this one makes sense to me.
Okay. Amazing. Next one.
I no. What? I, okay. He can cook. He's goofy. So maybe like an age appropriate one, yeah. But this is full this is I mean, I get it. If you're talking about hear me out in the sense of like I really like this character, I agree with that 100%.
No.
I know. That's why I'm disagreeing.
Hmm.
I this man is not this is a dad who is so religious that like he whispers the word penis.
Did that happen in the movies?
No, like that's
Oh,
just
that's the vibe that you get.
yes, that's the vibe that I get of like it's the goofy dad, but like if you make any sort of innuendo or even if you say like ass in front of him, he's like ooh ooh ooh. I also don't remember this character that much. I just know he's goofy.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with a goofy man.
And he plays
Sometimes.
Mahjong, I think, too.
What?
I think he plays Mahjong.
Okay. So he's good with his fingers.
Not what I was going for there. That is an insane quip to have for that one. Go on.
You know that he would treat you right.
Yeah.
The aftercare would be incredible.
This is a man that prides himself on his cunnilingus.
He's a giver.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He's a pleasure sub.
Do you know what? I'd be okay with that. Hmm. He knows his way around a noodle.
But if you kissed him, it would be linger. Is that a plus or a minus?
What? What do you mean?
He'd have like the noodle breath. I don't know if that. I don't eat noodles, but
I can live with noodle breath.
okay. That's what I was like. Is that a plus or a minus? I don't know.
Mm,
Neutral.
neutral. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Okay. Next one.
If this is another Kung Fu Panda. Okay. Thank God. I eyebrow. Okay. He could fix. Yeah. I get that. Um. I I mean, he's a dork, but that's your type. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of the
I,
appeal.
here's the thing.
Mm,
For you, I see it.
yeah.
For an
Mhm.
average person, I would question it. Knowing your taste in men, I can see it. I also don't know this character,
That's a
but
pretty good read. I have no idea what he's like as a person. I just like the eyebrows, a little bit intriguing,
yeah,
pulling me in, you know?
this is he's another giver.
He is. He
Absolutely.
I I
Also,
have two themes running through this, which is either I could fix them or actually three themes. I
yeah,
could fix them, I'd let them beat me up, or they're a giver.
yeah.
Mhm.
I also, why is the eyebrows tabbed?
I don't know.
I'm also noticing in the picture the like the little like fork, like the tongs, like I don't know the technical term
Mhm.
for that. Why are they so spread out?
It's probably not the only thing that would be being spread.
You like them to spread for you. I get it.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Next one.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't even need to hear you out. I'd fuck this man.
What?
I'd fuck the Duolingo owl in this form.
That's what I'm saying. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. He's definitely a giver.
Yeah.
Gives me Spanish lessons all the time.
This is a dom for sure though.
Would also beat me up if I asked.
Yeah.
And he could fix my Spanish abilities.
He's a man of culture.
He's the best of all three.
Yeah. He's very cultured.
Very cultured. You know that from like the social media presence too. He's a little freaky.
Yeah.
We've all seen him in leather.
That we have.
Mhm.
That
I
we
think I've
have.
sent you some reels with him in leather.
I think you have. Yeah. I should have seen the warning signs then.
Duo, my beloved.
It honestly, this is number one on the list for me. This makes the most sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool.
Yeah.
Next one.
I don't I I see curvy. I need more of an explanation on this one.
Well, it's got a hole.
Yeah, for you to stick what dick into?
My incredibly skinny.
My skinny penis. What's up? It's me, Mr. Skinny Penis. I feel like this just is a penis. The little, you got your shaft, you got the
Well,
little
here's
tip.
the thing. No matter what equipment you're working with,
Mhm. Uh-huh.
it can work
Oh,
both ways.
yeah. Well, okay, first of all, you,
It's got a flared base.
yeah, you should have led with that, not there's a hole. Of all of the features, you picked the hole, not I can ram it inside of me. You gave the one feature where you're like, I'll penetrate it. Like, with what? Your
I
pinky?
could. I could
What are you gonna do? Lick it?
stick my incredibly skinny penis in it.
You and me both.
I'm just saying,
hmm
it's multi-use.
Yeah.
A lot of different people can get a lot of different uses out of it.
Yeah. True, true. A bi icon, truly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Birds of a feather. Me in this flask.
Yeah.
Never stole one from a chem lab, but definitely thought about it.
I wouldn't admit that to the internet. You do you.
I didn't actually think about it. I just kind of wanted to steal lab equipment in general, like beakers and stuff, because I was like, this would be cool.
Uh-huh. That's not the context that you gave for that at all. If I
I
did
know.
not give you that out, everybody here would have thought, Ella wants to fuck a flask.
I don't want to. I want to be so clear. Actually, I'll be clear about that at the end. If I'm clear about that now, it's gonna ruin the rest of the slideshow.
Oh God.
I don't. I only believe like 20% of what I'm saying here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Take everything that I say with a grain of salt.
A fifth of you says it with your chest.
I would fuck 9 times 7 equals 63.
You're six away. It's just so close.
Oh, no, 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 no. But like this as like a math equation, like I I would I would let it hit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because number one, they're all odd numbers. 9, 7, 63. They're all odd. Amazing. You
Okay.
have 3, 6, and 9 in there. Slay. 7, always a great number. Something about it just like feels right, you know?
Fair. Fair.
Sexy.
Fair. I every time that I see this equation, I'll know that somewhere you are wet.
Niagara Falls.
Damn straight. This one I get.
For me or in general?
Both. I mean, for you, absolutely. I mean, this is the science anime equivalent of Hank Green.
You know what? I had not thought about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like this is Hank Green as a fictional character.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I get it.
But like also the robot.
Yeah.
I would let the robot hit too.
Yeah, he's dumb. So it's
Like
it
it cancels out.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
You got you got your smart man and just the full on just robot cock.
Getting my brain and something else stimulated at the same time.
He knows how to keep a tempo.
That's what I'm saying. Also, if it wasn't clear, I would let them hit at the same time.
DP.
Hmm?
DP.
What?
Double penetration. DP.
Hmm?
D double penetration.
I knew it. I was trying to see how many times I could get you to say double penetration.
Yeah, DP. Who's in the front? Okay, it one in the pink, one in the stink. What can I say? Talk about DP.
See, at first, that's wild. At first,
It's your
at,
thing.
at first I picked this one for
The bulb at the end.
no, for the pun, it really resonated with me.
That was the pun. It really resonated with me.
Yeah.
I'm not smart enough.
Have you ever seen a tuning fork in your entire life?
Um,
What do
ye-
you do with them? What do you do with a tuning fork?
um, this is not a good look on the internet.
This is not a good one. So, what is the point of a tuning fork?
The tune
To
for.
tune. Yeah. So you hit it right against something and it resonates a certain like note. Like it vibrates, like it
Okay, so
resonates a certain note.
okay.
So it was actually a good pun.
I didn't know that that was called resonating, even if I did know that.
That's okay. At first I came up with it and then I was like, oh, this is it was only after I already gave this presentation that I was like, oh, that one's actually like crazy sexual. Whoops.
Hey, they're not quiet in the bedroom.
That's what I'm saying.
They make noise.
I'll be making some noise too.
Yeah.
Okay,
You shove
next
it in there, go around, open your mouth, and it comes out.
one.
Yeah. Oh.
Next one. The state of Oregon.
Trees.
Not like the population.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Trees. There's
Hmm.
beautiful scenery.
Mountains.
Yeah, mountains. A lot of crevices.
A lot of crevices. Some
Uh,
very wet crevices.
it's very La Grande.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it'll bend you around. It can role play. Yeah,
What?
you can be a you can you'll role play. You can be a witch and go to Salem.
Oh, hell yeah.
Boom, nailed it. Um,
Very like hipstery though.
Grant's Pat. No, Jesus fucking Christ. I read Grant's Pat. I'm dyslexic for those of you that don't know. I read Grant's Pass as grass pants. Oh, I see why now. Because the GR you
Mhm.
go down ass and then the P up pants. The oh wow, that was a full. Okay, now I understand it. This makes a lot more sense.
Mhm.
Because the more I looked at it, the more I was like, this, I don't see how I got grass pants from that. Am I a fucking idiot? But now I get it. Uh,
Mhm. You got it now though, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you get why I would let it hit.
Oh, yeah, this one makes sense. I
Hmm.
actually understand this one. I like Oregon. It's very like peaceful. Uh,
Hmm.
they're liberal.
Yeah, very liberal. Very, very hipster too, I think.
Oregon would be high when you had sex, though.
As long as they got it high, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, all right.
Or gun or gas. It's not the joke is not gonna work.
You're doing great.
Next one. Corner puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Hmm. Smash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hmm.
I get that one. I get it.
Especially these ones. They got a hole and they got
Little dingy.
a little ding-a-ling. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. They complete you.
They complete me. They're
Uh,
foundational.
they're mentally stimulating as well.
Physically stimulating too, with the hole and the little ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I get it.
Yep. Okay. I
I can
think my
really
last,
I can
yeah,
really picture myself with them.
this isn't the Chase show. Last one. The tiny little sample that you get from ice cream places.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good in your mouth.
Hmm.
Smooth. They're sweet.
Hmm.
I get it. I think the second one was the craziest one, but
So fish?
yeah, but all the other I'm getting a lot of these. I'm getting a lot of these.
You don't think that the duck dad was the craziest one? You don't think that the Duolingo
The
owl,
Duck Dad and the fish were the two worst ones.
the volumetric flask,
Yeah,
the
your
part
reasoning for the flask was the worst one, but
where I was like my
the
incredibly
full
thin
the
dick?
final picture of it, I understand a little more.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. To be so clear, I mean about 20% of this.
Yes.
I fully stand by the fish, though.
100%.
100% they made her that sexy on purpose.
Okay.
Hmm. Most of the rest of this, the fish and Tadashi. Okay. Most of the rest of this, I just wanted to make it weird, because I was going to a party with my boyfriend's friends who I had met once, and I was like, this is a great impression to make.
Yeah, I get it.
Imagine being at a party and someone busts those ones out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop sharing. Chase, I think it's your turn.
it is. So for mine, I want to say this beforehand. Um, I did not go sexual or like relationshipy with this because
Hmm.
I'm asexual, so I do not have that like concept. Like I can make the jokes, but I can't give real ones, right?
Mm,
Um, so what I did is I took concepts, right? It's like hear me out about this concept. Hear me about this like thing of like kind of kind of like not actual ones, like fake controversial things, but like controversial things, right? Things that's like, hear me out. This is something that's good, right? Or hear me out. This is overrated, or stuff
mm,
like that.
mm.
So that's more so the route that I went with it.
Okay.
Um, so let me actually, can I get this full screen before? Okay. Share. Slideshow. Play from start. There we go. We can see it now.
Let me make this full screen. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Love
So,
love the background.
thank you, thank you. I
10
did
out of 10 design.
auto slide backgrounds for all of them too.
Mhm.
I put some of the pictures I put in, half of the pictures it randomly put in.
Okay.
So, just saying that, and everything that I think everything is public domain in this too. So,
Oh, mine wasn't.
that's okay.
Don't copyright us, please.
You gave context where it was from. You credited them a little bit.
I think so.
Yeah,
Enough. Yeah.
space bar. So ketchup on peanuts.
Ew, dude, what the fuck? Immediately no. Immediately no.
I've done this like one time, but it was good. I would do it again, and I have an eating disorder.
Okay, so these aren't sexual. These are just like, these are good ideas.
Yeah,
How the fuck do you come up with this?
too much free time.
Like, you didn't see it anywhere. You just saw a bottle of ketchup and a jar of
No,
peanuts. You
so
were like,
this happened
you
at
know what
Five
I'm feeling
Guys.
compelled to do right now?
This happened in Five Guys. We had like little ketchup
Oh,
packet things for the French
mm-hmm,
fries, and we were waiting for our food. It was
mm-hmm,
me and my family.
mm-hmm.
We got like the peanuts, and I was like, just to see what would happen, and it was good. And my dad was like, "Ew," and I said, "No, no, it's good." And then he tried it, and he was like, "Wait, why is this good?" And then my mom tried it, and she also said it was good too. Uh,
Okay.
I think that's really the only instance of it. Like, I think I did it like a few more. I think I did it for like the next like week or two when we would
Mm-hmm.
go there. Um, but it does weirdly work.
But it's not good enough that any of the times that you and I have been to Five Guys together, you've done that.
No, but I haven't had the nuts.
You haven't had the balls too, or like,
Well, I mean, yeah. No, I forgot that this was a thing, and then I was thinking like, oh, what are like my hot controversial hot takes?
starting off strong. Is this your tamest one?
Um,
How are these sorted?
a tamist. You'll see.
This is your tamest?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank God. Thank God.
The next one's pretty tame too, for the most part. Marble races.
Okay,
Love a
sure.
good marble race.
Exactly what I would expect an asexual to say for their hear me out.
Yeah, exactly. Jelly's Marble channel, amazing. There's also a video game app. I get like it's more so a video game, I would say,
Mhm,
called Algadoo,
mhm,
Aldagoo, something like that. And they do marble races as like a thing where you can create your own tracks and you have these different colors and they do
mhm,
stuff. I've binged those a lot.
mhm,
Uh, they're very fun to watch. They scratch an itch. It's so simplistic. It's so just like I don't have to focus on anything right now.
mhm,
But for Jelly's Marbles race, I do have favorites. Go Team Oceanics. If you watch
mhm.
this or if you watch the marble races and you're watching this and you're not an Oceanics fan, go fuck yourself. Uh,
Strong words from Chase.
yeah, yeah. They were I know they're not that well, I haven't watched that much recently, but um pandemic, it was the number one sport in the world, most watched during COVID.
I knew that. I think I knew that because you told me.
It was mentioned in my sports communication class, and
Hmm.
my professor was like, "Yeah, do you know what the most watched sport was?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "Marble races." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Does anybody here know about them?" And I raised my hand proudly, and nobody else did. And then
Hell
he
yeah.
asked for my opinion on them. He doesn't really care about the Oceanics that much, if you were wondering.
So you told him to go fuck himself, right?
Yeah, I said it loudly in class and stormed out of the room.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, and that was like one of my first communication classes too. So
Hmm.
I really just looked in front of all of my peers I'd be in classes with for the next 3 years, and I was like, I'm a virgin. Um, yeah, John Oliver sponsors them, by the way. John Oliver did a thing on that, and he sponsors them. He loves them. So me and John
Huh.
Oliver, we're tight like that.
I didn't know John Oliver was a virgin too.
Yeah, he is. I know he has kids, but
Immaculate conception type of deal.
yeah,
Mm.
Kindle's better than paperback.
You're so fucking wrong.
I know.
You're
This one I put in there because I knew you would hate me for it.
you don't read.
Yes, I do.
You read?
Yes, I do.
When do you read?
Um,
Or like what do you read?
I read mostly like fantasy stuff. So like right now I'm reading the Mistborn trilogy by
Oh, I
Brandon.
know that series. Yeah.
It's
I've
really
never read it, but
yeah. I was looking for new books, and then a lot of people on Book Talk were like, he is the next like Tolkien of fantasy, like he's the modern day version of Tolkien. And I was like, that's a
damn.
bold claim. And then I watched another video, and they went, yeah, his series are better than Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. And then I watched another series, and they put him behind Lord of the Rings. And then I watched like 10 of these, and every single person had him in their top three with some
Mhm.
combination of Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones in there. Uh,
Damn.
and I was like, I gotta check this out. And I like bought Mistborn. It is fucking incredible. So highly suggest reading it. And also, may I just say, as an asexual, reading a book written by a Mormon is the best decision I have ever made in my life because there is a romance side plot. They never have sex. There is not like sexual descriptions of character. It is perfect. Like he just focuses fully on the plot of the story, and I appreciate that. And it's a damn good story. So, yes,
So
I
what I'm hearing is that your next Hear Me Out is the Mistborn series.
no, that wouldn't be a hot take. That's a
It,
fact. You don't
it
have to
would
hear me
be
out.
if there was someone here that didn't like fantasy as a genre.
Well, you're that's a separate thing.
Hmm.
That's like saying, "Oh, hear me out, action movies are good." It's like, no,
They're
it's like,
stupid.
well, I can say the same thing. I don't like musicals, but I'm not going to be like, "Oh yeah, musicals are awful." No, like they're a big huge genre for a reason.
Well, yeah, but I feel like action movies in general
Hmm.
are not good, especially Marvel movies. I
I
will die on this hill.
I fully disagree with you.
I think that Marvel movies are stupid.
Yeah, and how many have you watched?
Probably like 7 or 8.
Since when have you watched that many?
I saw all of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
Uh-huh.
I saw a couple of Thors.
Hmm.
I saw the first Iron Man, the first Captain America. I think we're at 7 right now. Um, let me look up all the. Hang on, because I know that I've seen other ones. I just can't remember them
But
because they're so wholly unoriginal and blah.
see, you're wrong. I love Marvel.
Oh, I saw like all 2 Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe 3.
All two of them. There are
And
three.
I know that there are 3 of them. I was gonna say all 3, and then I realized that I didn't see all 3 because I didn't care about the last one.
The last one is good. All right. I
I saw
cried
the
in the airplane.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I saw both of those. Those were good. If we count those as Marvel, those are the 2 good Marvel
Those
movies.
are Marvel. Just objectively, those are Marvel.
Okay. Well, okay. I like Spider-Man, but I don't like any of the rest of it.
I love Marvel. Also, I've never been a fan of superheroes either.
Mm.
Like I grew up and I was like I was not a kid that was like into superheroes. I never cared about it. Um, and I'm not a like comic book fan just because like with dyslexia, it's hard for me to read
Mm.
comic books. I wish I could read comic books. I wish I could love them. It's just
Mm.
it's hard for me to read them. Um, but like I love Marvel movies. I think they have really good characters. Like the storylines, yeah. It to me the storylines are secondary to like the characters and the relationships with stuff. I'm
Mm.
currently watching Daredevil right now. Daredevil is fucking incredible.
Mm.
So I will die on that hill. I love Daredevil. Um, so yeah, I'm watching back all of the MCU in order, which by the way, I basically got caught up and then they added like five shows to the MCU order
Mm.
that were like Netflix shows that are now on Disney Plus. And I'm like, God damn it. Now I have to go all the way back and watch older stuff that I could have already watched. Um, but yeah, I love Marvel and I like Kindle more than paperback.
See, that's just an example of you being wrong on two counts instead of one.
No, no, no.
What is so appealing about Kindle over paperback?
Well,
Paperback has character. Paperback, you like you get to hold a physical thing. You get to
yeah.
smell the book. You get to like even get like paper cuts from like reading the book. You get to interact with the book. Kindle, faceless, white fucking screen, LED lights, sterile, like a cold fucking hospital. Takes all the joy and the coziness out of book reading. But anyways, go ahead. Answer the question.
Oh, do you want me to instantly make you feel bad, or should I wait till the end to do that after you said it's
Are you
cold?
gonna get on a high fucking horse after you just talked about how amazing Marvel movies are?
No, it's not a high horse. I'm gonna
Okay,
make you feel like an asshole.
sure. Oh, is it dyslexia?
It's dyslexia, you fucking asshole. I can adjust the font to be more dyslexic friendly. I can adjust the size so that I can read better. And also, if I come across a word that I'm like, how the fuck do you pronounce that? It will pronounce it for me. So I'm not reading a fantasy book with the name Garthalax and I have to guess what the fuck that is. I just get to highlight it, press it, and it will speak it for me. And now I'm not reading a name wrong for 5,000 pages.
Okay, here's my only thing. Here's my only thing.
I also don't like holding books and reading. They annoy the shit out of me. But
See, that's on you being stupid. And dumb and wrong. Um,
I read before I go to sleep. And so like when I hold them, I'm in bed and like trying to be comfy and I'm like most comfy on my side. So trying to read a book from the side is like
you're
it,
not supposed to be comfortable when you read books.
yeah. And guess what? With Kindle you can be.
That's because it's making you weak and soft.
Oh, wow.
No, share. Go ahead.
I've always said because I know you will find this funny. For
Hmm.
the record, Ella has made more of these jokes than I have. So internet, don't cancel me. This is coming from scoliosis.
Actually, thank you. Back there, I now have two metal rods and 16 screws. So I
Mhm.
don't know who you think you're calling weak or soft, but I am incredibly hard back there.
I'm not weak. I can do 44 pull-ups in a minute. Fuck you.
You're so weak you can't read a book.
You're so weak you can't process insulin.
Okay, here's my thing though. Going back to my thing, is like I'm type 1 diabetic, right? If
Yes.
I were like, oh, diet lemonade is superior to regular lemonade, and my only fucking reasoning was like, well, I can't have regular lemonade, that doesn't mean that it's better. It just means that it's like better, like that's what I can deal with.
But here's my thing with so there are actual features.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you the one that makes you feel like an asshole after you said I'm cold and heartless.
Okay.
So,
Understandable.
I,
Still a
let
bitch
me
move though.
let me prove even more so that I'm a virgin right now. So
We
we got
love
a
this.
book, right? It's D&D book.
Yep.
Now, I knew that
That's
I was going to
wait,
be referencing
wait,
it, so
wait,
I
wait, wait. Do you hear that? Do you hear
no bitches.
that? That's the sound of no panties dropping right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Which honestly is the whole point of this presentation. So I do have little things here, like little markers to go back, so like I can go to like ability scores, feats, spells, whatever, right? However, if there is a sentence that I really like in this book, I have to like, okay, wait, hang on. Let me okay, hang on. So I'm gonna so we go there. No, wait, hang on. That's too far. Let me no, wait, no, hang on. Wait. God damn, now the pages are stuck. Also, I'm
So
having to
this is convenience.
it's
Your
convenient. I
argument
can
here is
highlight
that
it, jump to it at any point. I can bookmark any part of the book, jump back to it and look at it. And also, as I this is so I just don't like the holding the physicality. Like I understand why people like books. Now, there are some things that I do wish that I had books for instead of the physical or instead of the Kindle of like having a bookshelf where I can like see all of my books lined out. Like that would be cool. Like that part, absolutely. I do miss that. But like the holding it and like reading and flipping the pages just annoys me. I don't like that part of reading books.
that's the best part of reading books.
That's the worst part of
What
reading.
you like is tapping on a screen.
What I like is not being taken out of a story every page.
It's that's if you're getting taken out of a story by just having to do the simple act of turning a page.
No, because if you're like, because I do it on my, like, I try to read while on my side, and if I have to do that, then I have to shift a position or like a page gets stuck. Like, it's just annoying to me. I get taken out more times than not. It's harder for me to pay attention to the story without getting taken out of it because I'm annoyed by holding a book.
You're so wrong that I can't keep having this conversation when we gotta move on.
Okay.
We gotta move on.
The spelling of used is stupid.
If this is another dyslexia thing,
But here's the thing, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm sure this is aided by dyslexia. However, if like we're saying like, oh, this is used, that makes
mm,
sense. If you're saying, oh, I used to do this, it is spelled the same way and it is stupid. Used to is not spelled USED. That's not, you shouldn't be able to spell used. How do you pronounce there's no T in it. Used to do this.
mm. So you think ideally it would be USET?
Yeah, I think like used,
Because, like, me, if I was gonna spell that, like the way that it was said,
yeah.
used, Yoost.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
I used to watch Marvel movies and then it gained self-respect.
I think YUST is how I would spell it. Not
Yes, that's Yust.
you.
Yoost. Or maybe Youst. I can get
I can
behind Y-O.
okay, I can do that.
Agreed.
I feel like there's a pronounced UST in there.
But like you're saying that like I used the hairbrush to brush my
That's fine.
hair.
That's fine.
Or like I used to have a pretty hairbrush.
Yeah.
You're pissed that those two they're the same word but they're pronounced differently.
Yes.
I have terrible news for you about most nouns and verbs that
No,
are
I know,
same
but
word.
here's the thing. I didn't when I first learned that, I was trying to be like, "Oh, I used to do this." I'm like, "How the fuck do you spell used to?" And then like I used Siri. This was a while ago and I'm still pissed about it.
Mm.
I'm like, "I used to." And then Siri spelled used. I'm like, "No, I didn't used to do that. I used to do that." And then I said it again and then it just kept doing that and I looked it up and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like they're not the same word. It's stupid. It's not it shouldn't even sound that way. Like live and live. I can understand that one, right? Because I can understand how you could pronounce live as both.
Hmm.
Like live, live, like different like places that you enunciate stuff. And like I get that, right?
Hmm.
But used, how the fuck do you get used from USED? It's stupid.
I don't know. This is something that I've genuinely never thought about before.
Thank you. Thank you. See, hear me out. I am correct.
Use. Because it's not just like an, I was thinking like, okay, like maybe it's like an like I used to whatever. But no, like if I was like, he used to whatever, like I say it like used to. Like I don't pronounce the D at the end. So the T is coming from the two,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I used to, and in that case, it's you're just saying it like use.
Yeah.
I used to.
I don't know. I think it's stupid. Clearly.
You could just like there's two ways of going about this.
Mhm.
I think there's you start spelling used to the way that we talked about, so Youst.
Mhm.
I used to ride my bike all the time.
Yeah.
Or you just say I used to.
No, that does that.
I used to drink hot chocolate.
But then if I think of the word used pronounced in the exact same way,
Hmm.
it's just that's a different thing. I like to
No.
listen to wait, no, hang on, because that one is correct.
Mm.
I try hang on. Dyslexia is hard to think of word examples. Um uh uh I'm floundering here. I'm floundering out here.
That's okay.
Um yeah, I can't think of I was trying to think of live and live. Um but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I think it's stupid.
Hmm.
Next one. I would live in an alien zoo with the right
Why
people.
did you have to make the text appear on screen like that? Because genuinely, all I saw was like with the right people and the elephant trunk and I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
No, no, first of all, this is a alien hand handing me food. Um, but I would live in a zoo.
What? Oh, like okay, like you would be in the zoo
I would
for
be the enclosure.
okay, and
Like,
aliens would be looking at you.
yeah, like if there is a alien species that like
Hmm.
ran the entire like universe, right? And they have
Hmm.
a zoo. Like we have zoos where like, oh, let's see different wildlife from different parts of the world. They're like, oh, let's see different intelligent species from different planets,
Hmm.
right? And so like there's a human exhibit that's like five people that like hang out in a mansion, have like a
Hmm.
little pool because they'd go all out for it. Where like you'd get a house and like zoos have the little private areas, so like you would have your own bedroom. It's not
Hmm.
like you would have to like shower in front of people, you know.
You don't know that.
Well, even if I did, they wouldn't have the same connotation of it. Like if a dog sees you naked, are you like,
I
don't look at
know,
my.
but that doesn't mean that like it wouldn't be uncomfortable for you.
Well, at some point, but I'm a performer. I think I'd be fine with that many, especially like after the first like few days. The first few days would be adjustment period for sure. But like, I think being able to live in like a comfy place, like if it's a good exhibit, right? Like, we're not talking about like a shitty zoo.
Hmm.
I wouldn't live in a shitty zoo. But if it was like, what's a good zoo? Like Chicago, I think has a good zoo, right?
Hmm.
If it was like the Chicago Zoo of like the most
Raleigh actually has a good zoo, or North Carolina has a good zoo. But
yeah,
anyways.
whatever the like think of a good zoo that you've been to that has like outstanding habitats, right? 'Cause
Hmm.
I'm thinking like what would a habitat for a human look like? It would have like a little house area. It would have like little rooms where you can like go to the bathroom, shower, do stuff.
Hmm.
Like you don't really want to see an animal shit anyways, right? Like that's not gonna take you out of the experience of like, oh, I didn't see the human shit. Like that I feel like
Mhm.
that's a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and then like you have like a really like beautiful yard. You have like a pool because people like to swim, like little like maybe
Mhm.
like a playground, something to, like swing on, climb on. I would enjoy that. And then I would just get to hang out with people. That's what I'm saying with the caveat of with the right people, right? If you have
Okay.
5 to 10 really chill people, that would be amazing. If they're sucky people, that would be hell, right? So
Hmm.
that's where I'm saying, like, if you have the right enclosure with the right people, it would basically just be living in a really nice area, getting workout space for free, and then getting all the free food that you want. You won't have to work a day in your life and you just hang out with people forever.
When you explain it like that, I see it.
Yeah.
I think that I think that in the situation that you described, sure.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. A nice zoo with the right people would be good.
Okay, sure. Hmm.
I'm not saying any zoo.
Hmm. I'm also not sure that it would actually be like the situation that you described, but if
No,
it
no,
is
it
the
would be.
situation that you're describing, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
All right, ready?
Hmm.
Death ball isn't that dangerous if you know how to properly play it.
I don't even know what death ball is.
It's a game where you have ball, like there's a ball in the center. You run towards the ball, and then you have to kill off the other team, and then try to bring the ball back. It's like capture the flag, but with murder.
Like actual murder? Or
Yeah.
like you get hit by the ball and you're dead.
No, there's like bows and arrows and swords and stuff.
So like actual murder?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they consent to it. If you're good at it, you're not gonna die.
Who plays this?
Just like some of my friends. I'm in a rec league.
Are you making this up?
Yes. I mean, no. I'm
You
the.
made up that entire thing for this bit?
What do you mean?
What?
What? What
Hmm?
bit? This isn't a bit.
Where am I? Who are you?
I'm Chase. Hi.
How did you get in my house?
You had the ball.
Oh, shit. Where's my bow?
You know what? I'll be a gentleman. You can grab it.
Grab the ball.
Take 3 paces away. Draw your bows. Man, it's
Um,
not that dangerous.
sure.
Yeah. If you
I
know
mean,
what
if
you're doing.
if you know how to use a bow and arrow and you know how to use a sword and you're fast enough, yeah, there's no way it's that dangerous.
Yeah. Like, I'm not at risk.
Hmm. Are we only talking danger for you or like danger for everyone else involved?
I'm saying for the good players.
Okay. But like even like if you're a good player, it's still dangerous. It's just not dangerous for you. Do you see what I'm saying here?
Okay, I get that. I think if you look at the word structure that a dyslexic wrote, then yeah, I would agree with you. But I'll agree with that point, but like I'm saying for the people who know how to properly play, it's not dangerous for them,
Okay. Sure.
right, is what I
Sure.
mean. Yeah.
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 Hmm.
Mhm.
Just like the people that like what's that thing? Like free climb. The
Yeah, free solo.
free solo. Yeah.
Alex
Yeah.
Honnold. It's not dangerous for Alex.
Yeah, he knows how to do it.
Yeah, it'd be dangerous for me, but
Dangerous.
not for him. And flip scenarios, he wouldn't be that good at death ball.
He
I
probably would.
well, maybe.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, it's not people are like, oh, it's dangerous, we'll give it it's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Next one.
I would watch a good news channel.
They have some of those on Instagram.
Yeah,
It's not like an actual news channel, but they it always pops up in my feed and I'm like, "Oh, you butterfly
I
species."
follow one of them.
Hmm.
I think Jen is her name.
Okay.
Um, but like a full 24-hour a day, like
Hmm.
cycle of like this just in, man holds door for grandma. Like
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
I could get behind that. Yeah. No qualms there, no issues there.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Learning how to trauma dump is a cheat code to making friends.
Hmm. Okay. Somewhat agree, but also with nuance.
That's why I say learning how to do it, right? Because just normally trauma dumping is different from skillfully trauma dumping.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Elaborate.
if you meet somebody and 30
Hmm.
seconds into it, they go, "My dad just died," then you're like, "What the fuck? Jesus Christ." Right? I
Hmm.
want to get out of that conversation.
Hmm.
But if you are able to make a joke out of something and it relates to a conversation that you're having and you're able
Hmm.
to frame it in a way that doesn't make the people around you sad, then they're learning about you. They're gaining an insight into your life, and then they're gaining trust with you because vulnerability mirrors vulnerability. So
Hmm.
the more you share about yourself, the more other people trust you, and the more other people want to share about you. And mutual sharing is how friendships are created and how relationships in general become these positive things. So if
Hmm.
you know how to trauma dump in a way that doesn't make other people uncomfortable,
Hmm.
doesn't make other people like instantly sad,
Hmm.
and that's a great way of like making friends and knowing timing and stuff too, right? Of like
Yeah.
don't like even if you know how to do it, don't just say that 30 seconds in unless there's like some random thing where it's like I have the perfect story for this.
Hmm.
And like ease stuff in. Don't like,
Hmm.
I just think it's a cheat code to making friends.
I think that it's I don't love the phrase cheat code just because it's like do this and you have an automatic friend and it's like no. You have to kind of know a little bit about the person, a little bit about how they interact. Like do they seem like the type of person who is open and receptive to vulnerability before you test this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheat
I
code is like boom. I was in an abusive relationship. New friend. Doesn't work like that.
yeah.
It does. It with the right person, it levels up the friendship though, which I
I'm
think
saying
is what you're saying.
yes. Yes. I'm
Yeah,
saying it helps to make relationships deeper faster.
sure. Sometimes there is something to be said for just like not not immediately rushing into that.
Yeah, I'm
No.
not saying immediately rush into. I'm saying like
Right.
if it makes sense with the conversation,
Sure.
if
Yeah.
it adds to something, don't just be like, there's a silence on the conversation. I should talk about my dead dog. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, and obviously, like, only stuff that you're okay with sharing, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
like, if you're still healing from something, that's very different.
Hmm.
But like if there's something that makes sense with a conversation, opening
Hmm.
up allows other people to open up and gives them a safe space to open up,
Hmm.
then that can build on each other and that can help to build a more meaningful friendship quicker.
Yeah. I think I agree.
All right.
I think that the nuance is very important with that one though.
Yes, absolutely. That's why we're explaining them.
Hell yeah.
Next up, the capybara people of 1357 deserve to be slaughtered.
All right, so we're talking genocides here. That's fun.
No, okay, first of all, it wasn't a genocide.
How many people?
Um, 3.5.
Three and a half
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
How do you have a half person?
They were a kid.
So, infanticide? So you killed a family.
I did not.
Who killed the family?
The beavers.
The Okay, so you're siding with the Beavers
Yes.
after they killed a family and a child.
Yeah.
Over what?
They fully blew up a dam. It was like seven all along the same river. They just kept going
They
downstream.
just kept blowing up dams.
Yeah.
Okay, did they kill beavers?
A lot of them.
Mm. This feels like something that I don't have the expertise for, and it also feels highly topical, and God knows that um
Well, some people think capybaras are harmless. They're not. They blow up dams.
hey man, I don't know shit about genocide. Um
It's 3.5. It's fine.
sure. I'm gonna say that violence of any kind on any side is wrong and should be condemned and not take any sides. So you are welcome to say whatever you want. But that's the official stance that I'm gonna take.
I agree, except for in this case scenario.
Okay.
This is the outlier.
Okay.
I side with the Beavers.
Good for you.
Thank
Good
you.
for you. God damn.
Um, Loki, ice cream is yummy.
Smash.
All right.
Smash.
Cows like being pissed on.
This is why you did that. So
No.
for context, like 2 days ago, Chase left a note on Instagram that just said cow pisser.
Yeah, I'll give you the full story of that now.
Okay. Yeah, let's hear it.
I was in an improv troupe at improv festival, and we were playing a guessing game
Mhm.
where I was late to a date, and I had three reasons why I was late, and I walk in and I don't know these reasons. I have to try
Mhm.
and guess them, right? I'm talking to a date and we're doing a scene, and then there's two people behind them, and they're doing like charade, like acting out what is this thing,
Mhm.
right? And they're trying to do physicality. And I guess that there was a cow, but there's more to it than a cow. And one of the people whipped their dick out. I was like, did I piss on a cow? I'm
Somebody
like, sorry,
whipped
I
their
was
dick
late.
out on stage.
Huh?
Somebody whipped their dick out on stage.
It was like it wasn't like actually whip their dick,
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
like they like mimed. They were like, all right, unzip, and like looked like they were peeing. And I was like, yeah, sorry, I pissed on a cow. And then our troop almost called ourselves the cow pissers. And then I was dubbed the cow pisser. And I just
Mm.
want to say that cows like being pissed on. Look at that cow. That cow's happy.
No, you're not.
Yes, he is. He's very happy.
He actually looks pretty traumatized.
No, I don't think so.
Almost like he didn't want to be pissed on. Was it consensual? Did you get consent from the cow?
Yeah.
How so?
I said, "Hey, Mr. Cowman, you want to do it?" And he goes, "Yeah, go for it, man." I was like, "All right, cool, thank you." And then I dapped him up, and I
And
pissed on him.
this was the cow in question?
Yeah.
When was this taken?
Tuesday.
Like the day of the piss?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but like before or after.
During.
So maybe he's just like in the throes of like excitement. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you think this face is bad, you should see his resting face.
What?
If you think this face is like what, you should see his resting face. This tracks for him. This is a good expression. Maybe I just picked the wrong. It's like people who always look excited are like, if that's your resting face, if you're like, hi,
You
then
do kind of look like a cow right now.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are we ready to move on?
I had to get my almond. I dropped it on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we can.
I wrote that joke beforehand, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've been waiting a long time for it. It's very original.
And my resonate joke got no laughs. But okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Almost Lemonade is the best channel ever.
Whoop whoop.
I mean,
Agreed.
personally, I think it
Mm-hmm.
has a great cast of people. They have five fucking hilarious members. There are four different series that are currently going on with Almost Lemonade. I think all four of them are bangers. I think you should check out all four of them. And personally, it's an amazing name. You know, it's hilarious. It gets across the point, and it sets up for almost Arnold Palmer, which I think is great.
Loki, one of the best podcast names that anyone has ever come up with.
I agree.
Second only, second only to Talk Tua.
True, true.
We wish we were that original.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we are not.
yeah.
We will never have the viral internet fame of some drunk girl on the street
Hmm.
saying Talk Tua and then turning that into kind of ridiculous levels of fame.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
admire her for that, though.
She honestly, she has done such a perfect job of leveraging that viral clip to the point where like everybody knows who Haktua girl is.
Honestly, Haley Welch, that's her name.
Yeah.
Don't know why I know that.
That should have been a clip that was like viral for like a week.
Hmm.
It's like I don't know who the D's nuts guy is.
I
I know,
didn't even know that was a guy.
yeah. D's nuts got him. Like,
Mm.
I know the meme,
Okay.
but like I don't know the dude. He never did anything with it, right? Like he didn't capitalize on that stuff. It was just like, oh, that was a funny video. And like I know the video, but it's like, who the fuck is that dude? What the fuck has that dude done? No, she started a podcast. She's making money. She did something with someone question. Oh yeah, she met with JoJo Siwa.
She did. She
Yeah.
did. I saw a clip from the podcast.
Yeah. So like see, you even saw a clip of the pot. Like she's
Oh my
doing.
God, it was the cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen a clip of it. I just saw a headline that said the two worst people on the internet met each other, and it was a picture of them hugging. But you know,
Hmm.
Almost Lemonade, best YouTube channel ever.
Hmm.
And the final one, John Krasinski. I know this
This is controversial.
this is
No
such
one
a
has
hot
ever
take.
found John Krasinski hot, ever.
No, no one's ever found him attractive. No one's found him sexy in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I thought I should say this out loud.
Hmm.
And honestly, I'm glad I did.
Hmm. I don't get it. Me personally, saw The Office was way more into Andy Bernard.
Yeah.
Really, the like um a cappella groups, the like rage punching walls,
Hmm.
the like cornball energy, that did it for me. John Krasinski? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I get it, but you know what? I'm a man of niche tastes, so you'll just have to live with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, there we go. Those are my hear me outs.
We took very different approaches.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
slightly.
So very different.
Oh, not that different.
All of mine were intensely sexual.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
Death ball? Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very intensely sexual.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So was the cow.
Cat was kind of sexual.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, he was into it.
He looked into it.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
cow pisser.
Mm.
That's me. Almost Arnold Palmer
Please.
featuring
Mr. Pisser was my dad. Call me Cow.
Pisser. Hardly know her.
I want to make more of those jokes. Like genuinely, there's like little,
I made too many
like
of them.
I love those like stupid little bits that you do for yourself.
Hmm.
Like lately, okay, one of the bits that I've been doing with my little sister has been like, wait, what was it? Whenever she's like, "Hey Ella, where's this thing?" I'll just be like, "I ate it."
Yeah.
"Hey Ella, did you see my homework binder?" "Oh, sorry, I ate it."
Hmm.
"Hey Ella, are we going to G and Pops for Thanksgiving?" "No, I ate it." And then I started doing like whenever she gets like loud or whenever she starts asking me stuff, I just kind of I just kind of like how did you get in my house?
Yeah,
And so I've just I just really like doing bits for myself. I think they're so fun.
I do a lot of bits for myself, but they're always like, or they're usually one-offs, where I'm like, this is
Hmm.
really fun, and I just do it for myself.
Hmm.
Um, the only consistent one that I really do,
Hmm.
this is a surprise to nobody, and you know that because we've done this a lot of times, is
Hmm.
like whenever somebody says come, I'm like, I don't.
Hmm.
Like I find that bit fucking hilarious. I only do it for me. I don't care if people find it funny or like, really, dude. I think it is hilarious that someone's like, come with me. And as an asexual, I go, I can't.
Hmm. That or like a good diabetic joke. If somebody's like, "Oh, you're so sweet," I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. It's the diabetes." Like,
Yeah,
hmm.
I try.
Jokes about, oh my God, the funniest joke. I was just thinking about this the other day. The
Mhm.
funniest joke that I've ever made in my entire life ever.
Yeah.
So we all know that I'm bisexual. And we also all know at this point that I have gotten my spine fused together because I had scoliosis for 7 years. So for a long time I was like, oh, haha, not much of me. Like, haha, my spine isn't straight and neither am I.
Yeah.
Um, the funniest thing I ever did was I woke up from surgery after getting my spine fused together,
Hmm.
high off my ass on pain meds, threw up like 3 times. My B reel goes off. I pull myself out of a drug-induced stupor to take my B reel. It's the worst B reel I've ever taken. I'm pulling it up so that I can show you guys what I looked like.
Perfect.
I had my hair up in this like Mulan bun. I had been operated on for like 6 or 7 hours. They have to tilt you down like this to be able to access your back, so my face is puffy as all hell. And like I have a pretty round face to begin with. Puffiest face ever. This is this is the picture, right? This is the picture. This is the background. The caption, good news, guys, I'm straight now. High off my ass on like, what are
Beautiful.
the really, like, Dilaudid, like, really, really strong pain meds.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's time to make a joke about how I like women.
I make jokes about how I don't like either.
Mhm.
We ace. We fucking. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
I mean, neither am I, though, right now. Like,
Haha. Mine's by choice. Well,
I
yours is by
could.
choice too.
Mine
Just
is by
not your
choice, too.
own.
I could have. I just,
You missed my joke.
wait, what did you say?
I said, yours is also by choice, just not yours. But
I could.
you
Very much like Taylor Tomlinson said. The episode is still going, which
it is.
I love that for us.
Yeah.
Very much like Taylor Tomlinson said, I could walk into a Denny's right now,
Yeah.
legs open. There we go.
Yeah.
I wore a skirt today.
Yeah. As an asexual, um, it makes sense that I'm doing magic and improv because I'm not getting some anyway, so it might as well be voluntarily.
Hmm. Hmm.
I might as well not even want it because it's a pipe dream.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I just, yeah.
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 Well, on that note, thank
On
you
that
for
note,
joining. Um, what are some of your hear me outs in the comment section below?
drop your opinions. If you respect me a lot less now, that's okay, but I want to hear about it.
Yeah, I want to know your stances on the capybara people, and the beavers.
Also, somebody please, 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 please back me up on the fish.
No, don't back me up on the fish.
She's sexy and she's voiced by Angelina Jolie.
I'm noticing a trend here.
Oh my God. Like like being attracted to Angelina Jolie is weird.
No, being attracted to every character she voices
She has a
when she's
sexy
not on the
voice.
screen.
Oh my God, she has a sexy voice. Sue me. She sounds hot.
Well, you never said that as a selling point for most of the thing. It's like, oh yeah, and also,
It is a selling point. Just because I don't explicitly say she has a sexy voice, that's implied if it's Angelina Jolie.
fine, fine.
God, Chase. It's like
It's like I don't even like sex. I'm just outing myself as an asexual. This whole episode is
oh,
basically
for
just
real.
what it
Oh, for
is.
real. Yeah, this is maybe the, yeah.
And dyslexic.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
All later.
sorry I got so deranged, people.
I don't. I don't
Oh,
apologize at all.
I actually don't really apologize for any of my choices. I was actually willing to talk about those in public.
I
Um,
apologize for Ella's choices, but not my own.
hmm?
I apologize for your choices, but not mine.
That's okay. I'm not apologizing for mine.
Okay.
I stand by each and every single one of them. I will say those with my full entire chest.
Higher. Say with the chest,
Say it with my chest.
even though you shouldn't. But
Why
for
not?
you know, the choices.
I think most of them were fine choices.
Emphasis on most.
The the fish was sexy. We'll get into it later.
Fine. Fine.
But
We'll talk about this off camera.
if there is an almost Arnold Palmer to come back to next week after Chase and I have finished our discussion, we would love to see you guys next week. We hope you stick around.
We hope that the fish didn't drive you away.
Maybe it attracted some of you.
God, not the ones I want.